that is taken in the third week. Now if we place this embryo in this position, now this is the tropoplastic cells which is forming the villus. In the somatic establishing mesoderm, this part is called the chorion. This is the connecting stalk or the body stalk that connects with the placenta and future. And here we will see this amniotic cavity. This is the amniogenic cells, this is the columnar cells, cuboidal cells, this is the Eoch sac, and this is flanking mesoderm. So this is the position of the first position of the formation of the primitive stick. Now in the caudal end, that is the cells will accumulate from the ectodermal cell. This is called the primitive cells which will take its shape and position. Now this is the position in the line and in linear attachment with this is the position of the primitive stick which has been formed if you take the cut section. So this is the ectodermal cell, suddenly the cell changes their shape, and the caudal end, this is the cranial end, this is the caudal end, this is the procaudal plate. So here some changes occurs and these changes become the formation of primitive stick. Now the primitive stick cells will spread in on the two ways. Right on the left side it will towards the procaudal plate. So they will start diverging in two layers, and these diverging cells ultimately forming the intermediate mesodermal cells. So this is the primitive stick in the cut section which will be directed in between ectoderm and endoderm, and ultimately this is the region where the intermediate mesoderms will form the primitive stick cells. So the primitive stick cells is giving rise to the formation of notochordal process at the same time with the intermediate mesoderm. Where is the notochordal process? It is between the procaudal plate and the primitive node. Here will be the formation of the notochordal process. This is also from the primitive stick. So primitive stick is the ectodermal cells which will fill up the gap between the procaudal plate and the primitive node, and thereby this notochordal is processed in the midline, which is become the axis between the dorsoventral axis, and the primitive cells will invaginate in between ectoderm and endoderm in cephalic region and also in the caudal region. Here is the part which is called the cloacal membrane, where the no divisions will be there, no invagination, it is only ectoderm and endoderm cells like the procaudal plate, that is called the cloacal membrane, and the cells will invaginate and enter into the connecting stalk. So intermediate cells will be entering into connecting stalk. We will see what happens to those cells in future classes. So this is the primitive stick which will give rise to the formation of notochordal process. At the same time, it will give rise to the formation of the intermediate mesodermal tissue. Now primitive stick is a transient structure. It will not persist. It appears after 15 to 16 days and disappears after 26 days. This transient structure, this primitive stick formation is there just for the formation of the notochordal process and the intermediate mesodermal cells. But it is very important structure because it is the primitive stick is the structure which will causes all the axes to be formed in the embryo, and very important structure that the notochordal process where the future neural tube will be formed, and also the intermediate mesoderm from where the most of the organs and the structures of the body will be formed. Though it is a transient structure, but it plays a great role for the formation of the embryo. Okay.